We are really proud to present this car here in Geneva. The Lamborghini Huracan Performante is standing for us and for me for the three brand values of Lamborghini: pure, cutting edge, and visionary. Why is it pure? Pure because the main car is following the philosophy of the cars that were created in the 70s by Marcello Gandini. So the silhouette of the car is a pure silhouette that is reminding all these cars like the Countach. So the Huracan is having all the design DNA that is a typical Lamborghini. A low silhouette, extreme proportion, diagonal line on the front, diagonal line on the rear bonnet. Why is it cutting edge? Cutting edge because, of course, it's one of the coolest Lamborghinis. Our designers were really influenced by motorcycles, by sport motorcycles, because we wanted to show some technique. Yeah? So when you look at the rear of the car, you see the exhaust pipes, they are reminding on motorcycles. The front of the car is really razor sharp designed, taking some inspiration of aeroplanes, jet fighters. It has a strong look. We have the teeth that are also having a very strong aerodynamic function, and this is for me the cutting edge. And why it's visionary? Visionary because we are using also here, first time in the production, forged composite material that we were using on details on the front for the ALA system. You see this aero ring on the front made in this material, but also we are using the material on the rear of the car in a very nice way. But nevertheless also in the interior, because all the air vents, all the parts of the center console were done by forged composite. So this is for me the visionary part of the car. The front of the car is really strong and really proud. The car is, let's say, quite aggressive, of course. We are using a theme of the car that is really wide looking, so all the lines are dedicated to emphasize the width of the car. We have a lot of aerodynamic function. That's why, for example, we have a lot of big surfaces here, inspired by aeroplanes, but also there's this teeth here that is also related to strong looks of animals. So it's creating a really strong impression. What I really like on the front, we are showing in the forged composite material the center part of the wing with the ALA symbol. This is the part, where design and aerodynamic is coming together. So this is a very nice feature in combination with the optional glossy black wing in between the parts. When we continue to the side of the car, you can see, the puristic silhouette of the Huracan, the silhouette that is originally created by the first Countach, by Marcello Gandini. And for me, this is the silhouette that is really outstanding. Lamborghini and Huracan Performante is having this feature. Also, let me tell you this little detail. Also, on the front we have these diagonal lines that are really belonging to the Lamborghini design DNA. A detail that I really like are the new wheels. We've painted them in a bronze color. It's the same bronze color that we are also using on the engine bonnet. This bronze color was part of some historical special Lamborghinis, and this is a color that we are keeping alive. And then the car is really proudly showing I'm coming out of Sant'Agata Bolognese. So we are really proudly showing the Italian flag on the side. We have this nicely designed Performante logo, and the rocker panel is also painted in a glossy black, as well as the door mirror. And of course, one of my favorite perspectives is the rear bonnet, especially the rear of the car. I mean, we are speaking about 640 horsepower. So, I mean, this is the most important part of the car. Really a lot of inspiration from motorcycles. Yeah? So, I mean, my team, we are all fans of motorcycle sport and Formula One. So we have a lot of racing-inspired details. All the rear is also influenced a lot by the Super Trofeo and GT3 Lamborghini race cars. So we have this high-mounted exhaust pipes, forged composite material, really visionary. And really the clue, the specialty is the rear wing, because we have a complete new designed rear bonnet with air channels here that are, the second part of the ALA system, because, we are sucking in air here and that is guiding through the posts of the rear spoiler, and then the air is coming out here. So it's a very clever aerodynamical concept, but it's also very good looking.
Today we are welcoming a new member of the Huracan family, the Huracan Performante. An incredible car with a lot of technological content that enable this car to set the new lap time record in Nürburgring. Thanks to the work of the women of the Lamborghini for sure, but the main topics of this car is a new approach of the active aerodynamic system. Lighter car, 40 kilo less due to intensive usage of a carbon composite forged material. And of course a V10 natural aspirated engine with 40 horsepower more, 640 in total, with the highest performance in its class. 2017 for Lamborghini is an incredible year. A year full of challenges, great challenges, because from one side we are getting ready with the preparation of the new super SUV. We're going to launch this beautiful car at the end of the year in Sant'Agata Bolognese. On the other hand, as you know, women and men for Lamborghini represent the most important and the priority thing on which we need to invest. So we need to keep the focus on hiring new staff, new people, to get ready for the new dimension that we're going to have very, very soon. And last but not least, keep the focus on the performance and the design and the content of our cars of the future, because we need to make sure that in the super sport car segment we'll be always where we are now.
We talk about Huracan Performante. The most important innovation are, first of all, the engine. We talk about 640 horsepower that was achieved mainly due to the new use of a valve of the engine for the first time in titanium. This allowed us to increase the lift of this valve, to increase the volumetric efficiency, and to achieve the 640 horsepower. Other important items is the weight reduction. We talk about 40 kilo that come out mainly from the intensive use of forged composite, and for a completely new exhaust system made with a new technology that is much more lighter compared to the previous one. But going to the real most important innovation of the car, we talk about ALA, Active Lamborghini Aerodynamics. This is a completely new system that we have patented in our factory that in the front and also in the rear is able to stall the wing. Stalling the wing is possible really to change in real time the drag and the downforce of the car, and this can be split between front and rear. This allowed really to have the best aerodynamic behavior of the car. On top, on the rear, we have a completely new system that we call aerovectoring, where we are able to partialize half of the wing, and in this way we create a kind of turning moments of the car.